Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new, you're welcome. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the art of softness. So when we talk about softness, we are not talking about, being weak. We are not talking about being delicate. Rather, we are talking about meekness. We are talking about being amenable. We are talking about giving. We are talking about being a yielding person, being an accepting person. If I could give you a piece of advice, I would say do not be so preoccupied with looking or wanting to be perceived as soft. Rather, try to embody softness intrinsically, and then automatically it will project extrinsically. So, a disclaimer, this does not also mean that you are going to be accepting abuse or you're going to have a lack of boundaries. Rather, it's just more of like an enlightenment and understanding that even in softness, even in humility, there is strength. So, without further ado, let's get into it. The first way to exude softness, or an exercise you can do to exude softness, is being gracious in your speech. So try to stay away from use of foul language or cursing or any vulgar language of any sort. Colossians 4:6 tells us that let your speech be gracious and be seasoned with salt. So what this means is that whenever you speak, have an approach of having that understanding of how you're going to say something, when you're going to say something, the tone you're going to use to say something or to make your point across. If it be any conflict, let your approach always be peace and not aggression. Let your approach be always how to make the situation better instead of escalating it. The second thing you can do to exude softness is to be authentic. The preoccupation with most women is this, that they only portray femininity when it suits them the most. I'd strongly advise against this, as this makes you manipulative, because the way you will act will be so inconsistent with what comes out of your mouth or just how you behave on a normal day-to-day basis. Rather, try to be more self-aware, because this actually brings out like a vulnerability in you, which would also be a plus when it comes to exuding softness. The third thing you can do to be more soft is to have a positive nature. So what this means is not that you're going to be all happy all the time, all giggly every other time. Rather, this is just more of an approach to life where, in as much as you may experience negative emotions like anger, like jealousy, or insecurities, this is not where you dwell. Most probably, you will now look at these emotions from a perspective of them being indicators of something that needs more attention or a matter that actually needs more tackling. Does it mean you will not feel negative emotions? No, it does not mean that. You will definitely experience negative emotions depending on the situations that come your way, but the advice here is to just always have a perspective of the fact that these emotions you may be experiencing, let's say insecurity for example, is just an indicator of a root problem that you would need to deal with. The fourth thing or exercise you can do to be more soft is to be receiving and accepting of help. Be aware that you are not the end and be all. You are one person, and you will definitely need the help of others to achieve any form of growth in life. Receiving and accepting help is also a way to show humility. You are not your own person. You are not an island. So when it comes to help, be willing to receive help. Be willing to ask for help. This may be anything seemingly small as lifting, needing help to lift something a bit heavier, or something as seemingly insignificant as opening a jar, or something more big like a shoulder to cry on or a listening ear. So another way to just try to be exercising softness in your day-to-day life is to be willing to receive help and be willing to ask for help. And the fifth and last thing that I would advise when you want to be more soft or when you're exercising the art of softness is learning to say the words, I'm sorry. So this does not mean you go about life being apologetic of the kind of person you are, or being apologetic about life in itself, or just being alive in general. Rather, it's a thing where even in conflict, especially when in conflict, you are quick to recognize when you're wrong, and you're quick to take ownership and responsibility and to actually say, I am sorry. The approach to always remember, especially during conflict, is this: that number one, the ultimate goal here is peace. So whenever you're in conflict, try to be approaching that conflict from a perspective of what is the best response that would lead to peace quickly. And the second approach you would want to have is the realization that it's you and that other party against the issue at hand, and not you against the other party. That other party might be your partner, that other party might be your friend. So whenever you may have an issue, always strive to remember that it's not you against your friend or your partner, but rather it is you and your partner or your friend against the issue at hand. That's all I had for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, to subscribe, to comment, and to share. Until we meet next time, my name is Carol, and I'll see you.